can. Turning our attention to our weather, a live look over Southfield right now. You can see the snow coming down at this point, and we do have lingering leftover snow showers from the morning batch that'll continue over the next couple of hours, tapering off to flurries though as we get a little bit closer to the evening rush hour. So things will start to improve. Another round on Saturday that could prove to be messy too. Early indications say about 1 to 3 inches of snow. Some of this will try to mix with rain on our east side, and that may cut down on some of the snow totals. But boy, is it followed by some dangerously cold air next week, starting as early as Sunday. As a matter of fact, we do have the warm front wandering through lower Michigan at this point, pulling through, and then once it does pass through, we'll kind of end our snow chances. But we are seeing these snow showers again. Bursts of a little bit more moderate snow. A lot of it is on the lighter side, but is pushing through east southeast at this point and pretty widespread. So when we look to the north up toward I-69, snow through Lapeer County, southern Lapeer County gets a little bit heavier off to the east. We can see through St. Clair County, and then also Oakland County from Pontiac all the way down to Farmington Hills, Ferndale, Southfield, St. Clair Shores. So again, it is widespread. It's affecting your visibility. Roads are wet. It doesn't take a whole lot to kind of mess up those roadways, especially bridges and overpasses. And then heavier snow moving through Monroe County that will last for about another hour or so. As far as visibility goes, I showed you earlier, showing you again a mile visibility in Pontiac, also in Mount Clemens, less than a mile in Detroit, and half mile in Ann Arbor. So again, watch for these bursts of a little bit more moderate snow over the next hour, maybe even an hour and a half, and then things should start to calm down. But temperatures are cold out there, and even with a lighter wind, it's certainly going to feel like the teens to low 20s into the early afternoon. 23 is a temperature in Ann Arbor. It feels like 14. The wind chill at 12 in Pontiac and Mount Clemens. So our wind forecast, just generally that west wind about 10 to 15 miles per hour, really kind of steady between about 10 and 12. But then we start to notice some of these gusts into the afternoon, upwards of 20 to 22. That'll keep our wind chill temperature about 10 degrees lower than the air temperature. Hour by hour forecast shows a nice, at least a bit of a drying trend as we get toward the evening. We need that for the evening rush hour. Tomorrow looks quiet for our Friday, so we're kind of in between systems. We'll start the next one early Saturday. And again, it's a question on with rising temperatures overnight, will we see a little bit of that rain or maybe even some freezing drizzle trying to mix in, especially from Detroit downriver areas to the west, mainly snow. It does push through during the morning, and a lot of that will start wrapping up during the afternoon with early indications, as I mentioned, about 1 to 3 inches. This will draw in that dangerously cold air behind it by Sunday and then continuing into midweek. So our highs today, eventually we get to about that freezing mark, and then temperatures tonight under a mostly cloudy sky will drop down into the low 20s. What we're watching out, single-digit highs, and then those dangerous wind chills overnight, even during the day, starting Sunday, Monday, continuing through Wednesday.